On YouTube here at the gas pump, filling up real quick. Just got done filling up actually, so now it's time to go for a little ride with you guys. What is there to talk about? Let's see. How about a little comparison? 50cc or 150cc? That's a good little topic to talk about. Alright, so since I've been experienced with the 50cc for a whole year, I can tell you this much. What I've noticed right off the top between the 50cc and the 150cc is pretty much how responsive the throttle is basically, yeah, the top speed on this here is, I get 55 anytime. It'll go up to 60-63 miles per hour, and the 50cc on the other hand, it takes about maybe 12 to 13-14 seconds to get up there to 35-40 miles an hour top speed. So real quick, rephrase that. So on the 50cc, I can hit 35 any given day, unless the wind's like 20 miles per hour or plus, you know. But yeah, basically the 50cc struggles to get up there to 41, 42, anything past 40. They're struggling right at 40. So this here 150cc, it could get up to 40 miles an hour in a matter of 3 seconds, you know, 3.5 seconds. I was watching that, somebody else made a topic about that on YouTube. 50cc and 150cc at 0 to 10. How fast does it take to get to 40 miles an hour? So the 50cc did take about 13.5 seconds, 12 to 13.5 seconds, while the 150cc just got up there like in 3 seconds. And what I noticed right now, guys, is I'm going to show you. There's an overpass that I'm approaching right now. And on Sally, my 50cc, every time I would hit an overpass, I would be approaching the overpass at like say 35 miles an hour, 38 miles an hour, then it would drop all the way down to 25, 24, 22 miles an hour. But the 150cc, I don't feel no dropping whatsoever, just a steady climb. There's no dropping of power whatsoever, guys. I weigh like 225 miles an hour. I mean, I weigh 25 miles an hour. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, I weigh 220 pounds. And it takes me over these overpasses like nothing. I don't feel no bogging down or anything of the such, you know. Yeah, that's the trip. I go over the overpass. Usually I have people just beeping and try to pass me up, and now I'm leaving everybody behind me. I think there was a good friend of mine. He's also a YouTuber. I think his name is Kachi's Kid. Everybody should know him. Yeah, he told me that, man. He's like, wait until you get your 150cc, bro. He goes, ain't nobody gonna be passing you up, beeping at you no more. And that's true. That's and then another thing is, I'm not having to ride these here city buses no more. That's off to the right of me right here. Okay, so miles per gallon. Sally was really good on gas. She still is. I still have her. She's 120 miles, maybe I would just say roughly 110 to 120 per gas tank, you know. And this one here is 1.5 gallons it holds in its gas tank, and This one I get, I think, roughly around 80 to 90 miles a gallon. It's supposed to be 90 miles a gallon, but I think I get about 80, 85. Really don't know. I know it lasted me a long time though. I like the little scooter for grocery shopping. This one has a plastic hook that would break, and it's way down there, but my 50cc scooter has a nice metal hook right in the right spot too. It has it like right in this area. This one has a USB charger. My 50cc don't. I'll be right back with you guys. A little warm out here, guys. Just a little warm. Alright, so what else is there to think about a 50cc compared to a 150cc? All the little bumps in the road. With the 150cc right here, I got a 13-inch wheels now instead of the 10-inch wheels, and that makes a big difference, guys. Because I had some family members that told me, they said, hey, when we watch your vlogs and stuff, man, we feel bad for you because we see that you're hitting those bumps hard and stuff. And it's true, guys. On a 50cc scooter, you're going to feel the little nits and crannies in the road, man, the little cracks and especially potholes. I mean, you're going to feel them on a 150cc, but they're very soft. They're not like all hard and rough, you know. The way I refer to this 150cc over these little cracks and bumps or whatever, it's like a Cadillac. And the suspension's pretty good, really good. Me myself, whenever I go to buy a new scooter, I prefer to buy one with the double shock springs in the back. They sell some with just one, but yet again, you could always even with the one shock spring, you could always buy one that's actually upgraded, something that will work a lot better than the ones that come stock. But yeah, with my little 50cc, man, I hit little bumps and stuff, and they're pretty rough, guys. But you know, you're having such a good time riding and stuff, you really don't pay all that much attention until you start riding a 150cc. You're like, wow, man, feel like you're gliding above all the bumps and stuff. That's the first thing I noticed. I got on this here 50cc, I realized the power and how it's just so soft of a ride compared to the 50cc. Now, if I never rode the 50cc, I would have not known any better, you know, just like, but I've been riding a whole year that 50cc every single day, and got to know how it rides. I mean, I ride it every single day, guys. I put 10,000 kilometers in 12 months on that thing, and I gotta say, man, the Chinese scooters, they're really down talked a lot, but I find them to be reliable. If you know how to stay up on the maintenance, the main maintenance you want to do, guys, what I do is my oil changes, the gear oil and the motor oil. And even if the spark plug's not needing a changing, I have a thing about changing it every 2 months, every month and a half. You know, I like to keep everything running, so that way I don't stop running to the point where I'm on the side of the road thinking, oh, I should have changed that out, you know. But yeah, dry belt, spark plugs, oil changes. What I mean by oil changes is both gear and motor oil. That's basically what I do on my scooter, man. And then I always check to see if all the bolts and stuff are tight, and I really had no problems with anything coming loose and besides these mirrors. But a little Loctite fixes that. I'm gonna pull over here, guys, somewhere. I want to find a little spot to pull over. I want to show you guys my oil catch. So anybody that's been following my videos, you guys know that you guys would know that I went ahead and purchased this here scooter, and when I first got it, I already had some troubles due to it was flipped over somewhere in the mix of shipping to me, you know. So somewhere down the line, as it was being shipped to me, it was flipped over on its top side, causing the oil to come out and leak in its air box. That's why whenever I started riding this scooter, after I put it all together and I changed out the oil and everything, I was like, why doesn't this scooter freaking ride right, man? It's not going over 30 miles an hour. What's going on? It's supposed to be brand new. Well, then I opened up, I finally found the problem. It was the oil in the carburetor, or the oil in the air box. So the air box is located right underneath, right here. So whenever I got the scooter, it was all oily on the seat, and I should have knew better. But yeah, I cleaned out the air box, got a new air filter. And then what I wanted to do is I wanted to buy something. All right, real quick before I get ahead of myself again, I always have the tendency of doing that. So basically, guys, the way they sell these scooters, this model at least, is the positive vent from the valve cover, it will go to the air box. So I went on Amazon and I bought that little device that you see right there. I'll give you a close-up right now. So I bought this little device, guys. It's called an oil catch. Simply, it's self-explanatory. So the hose goes into, it came off, I got to put a zip tie, but the hose will come from your vent shaft, your valve cover, into this end. All the oil will drop in here. There's a little thing that you can push down here to release the oil, and then it breathes out through here. Pretty nice little deal. But the hose is just a little big, that's why it keeps on coming off. But yeah, I got a couple zip ties, or maybe I'll just go and put a little smaller hose on. But yeah, I'm gonna ride it like that until I get to the house. Well, I'll put it back on there by hand right now. Keywords for that is oil separator. If you go to Amazon, you push it, you mark, or you type in oil separator, you'll find this thing right there. There it goes. Yeah, the hose is just a little too big. I just need to put a zip tie or get a little hose smaller size. No biggie. But I like that, man. That little oil that it showed right there that I collected in that little jar is oil that it did not make it to my air box. Anytime oil makes it to your air box, guys, it's going to end. Like whenever I did take off, whenever I put the scooter together, I took off on a full tank. I made it 33 kilometers and my full tank just freaking was gone. So anytime your air filter gets all that oil on there, you're going to get poor gas mileage. And then every time you go to try to give it some gas, you're going to find out the scooter doesn't want to go nowhere. That's because you need to clean out your air box, man, your air filter and stuff. Yeah, that's a little poor design if you ask me. Even on my 50cc scooter, one time I went to go and change the oil filter, the air filter, and I said oil filter, yeah, the air filter, but I might as well call it oil filter because whenever I went to change it, it was all oily. Not just because they come oiled a little bit. Yeah, some of these air filters come slightly oiled, you know, to catch the dust particles, but I'm talking about there was oil on the bottom of the box and everything. But yeah, it's poor design, man. Why they do that, I don't know, just for passing emissions or something, but I think it's a very poor design if you ask me. I'd rather go with the oil catch, the oil separator. A lot of people just have it pointed down. It spills on the road. Because no matter what, you're always going to have a little oil coming out through that hose. Especially if you like to top off your oil all the way to full. A lot of people that do top off their oil, you'll find out that it spits out that hose right there. I sort of want to go over the overpass one more time, guys. Alright, here we go. Let's rock and shall we roar? Rock and roar? Rock and roll, I mean. overpass right ahead of us. It'll come into your guys' view right now shortly. $55. Okay, I didn't notice a 4 mile. Well, I think anything that goes up on the incline, even a car, you're gonna, I mean, it dropped 4 miles per hour, but that was nothing, you know. I could have gave it more gas and kept on. I kept up with the speed, but I just didn't want to move the throttle what's a bit. I just wanted to climb up that overpass and see if it did drop speed, and sure enough, anything will when you start going up an overpass. But the way a 50cc does it, it drops like maybe 15 miles per hour, 18 miles, 16 miles per hour. This one only drops 4 miles per hour. Not bad at all though, not bad at all. Sure glad I went ahead and bought it. Tell you the truth, guys, you know, when the stimulus payments started coming in, I said to myself, I wanted to buy something that I know that if I just spent it on something, don't get me wrong, some people needed to catch up on bills and everything. Well, yeah, you know, I can see that, but with me, I guess, you know, my bills were already paid, and I was thinking, what should I do with this extra money? And I said to myself, transportation. Didn't want to buy no damn lemon. I didn't want to buy no damn lemon car, you know, lemon car, taking it on somebody's word and find out that it don't pass smog, or it just stopped running, you know. I've done that twice or 3 times in my future, in my present past, you know, and it just makes me mad when I throw away money like that. So this time I was like, you know, I'm going to try out these Chinese scooters, brand new engine, first owner. You're going to be the only owner. You're going to know how you treat the engine, and I've always been the type of person to take care of the things I have in life, you know. And my motto is, as long as you take care of it, it ought to take care of you, you know. Or take care of things as much as you like it to last. So if you're worried about it lasting, you want it to last, take good care of it. If you're not worried about it lasting tomorrow, go out there and start doing jumps, wheelies, let it fall on the ground, all that crap, you know. Tear it up like there's no tomorrow. But if you want it to last, man, ride it correctly, treat it correctly, and it'll treat you correctly. Well, these things are fun just to cruise around on. I could have been home already like maybe 10 minutes ago, but I decided just to keep going out of the way and enjoying the ride. I like the way it sounds, all nice and quiet. Today's Tuesday, yeah, there's a sales yard going on today. The flea market, Turlock, California flea market. $3 if you want to park. I think it's $3 for parking. A lot of people already went home. It's already 2:30 in the afternoon. Anything after 12, people start packing it up, going home. Let me get out of the center of the road. Riding in the center, hella bumps. Alright, I'm going to turn around up here. Maybe take the advantage and do it right here. The opportunity of turning around right now. Right here, right now. Feel goofy today, man. What's up, YouTube? I better keep my eyes on the road. It's dangerous, man. They say when you're going 50-55 miles an hour and you just glance down for a few seconds, you already did a half of a football field length. So can you imagine 50 yards going by within a matter of just maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds? Alright, to the casa I go, back home. Yeah, I definitely am going to season my hose that's a little bit too big on that oil separator. That's an easy fix though. Something I like to do early in the morning or late in the evening, not just in the mix of the afternoon sun like this. Easy fix though. You have a lot of options on how to fix that. You can wire tie it, and they have different nipples and stuff that come with the oil separator, and I could also do that. Just put in a different oil, something that's bigger. They have all sorts of different fittings for that oil separator for different size hoses you want to use, you know. Yeah, man, I highly recommend you guys to buy that, man. That thing is a good idea if you ask me. Keeps the oil out of your air box. Well, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I would ask you guys to subscribe and like. And if you don't feel like subscribing, you don't have to. Maybe in time you would. But if all in all, you guys could just hit that thumbs up, man. That'll help my channel a lot, man. And hope to see you guys on my next one. Everybody have a blessed day. God bless. And I'll see you on the next one, hopefully. See ya.